If there's one bad habit that's destroying young men just like you and me, it's gotta be watching adult content. Gentlemen, if you want to level up and if you want to become a high value, strong, stoic, successful man as a result of your efforts, as a result of your hard work, one of them has to be NoFap. You have to get on NoFap. You have to stop watching adult movies. The thing about NoFap is that if you think about many other bad habits, like indulging in fast food, or maybe eating too much sweets, maybe not exercising, maybe playing too much video games, those things are undoubtedly bad. But when you compare them to NoFap, the interesting thing is NoFap affects many areas of your life. For example, social game, charisma, confidence when you're talking to girls, gone out of the window. Your testosterone, your health, not only that, but you also have your drive, your motivation. Everything that is connected to you becoming a better version of yourself is gonna be shattered, or those things are gonna be basically destroyed by you watching adult content all the time. And it's your duty as a young man, upcoming young man, to basically take control of your desires and your emotions so that those things do not take control of you. As an example, I just urge you to go to your TikTok, Instagram, whatever it is, and then just start swiping and following all of this bunch of nude models out there. Now what's gonna happen is those people are gonna pose half naked and stimulate your brain and give some super stimuli to your brain. And your brain will like, ooh, that's interesting, I wanna see more of that. And then you just like go into this rabbit hole of wanting more satisfaction and more pleasure. And at the end, you just become lazy, lethargic, unmotivated couch potato. The reasons you should start NoFap today, right now, right here. Number one, it destroys your perception of women. When you start watching a lot of adult content online, you start seeing women as merely intimate objects. And then you can just like swipe all these women online, watch them, and then just have this satisfaction and pleasure and gratification. Now what that does is it just makes you respect women less, and you basically give them less accountability and less human to human attention and more like a intimate object attention, which basically means it F's up your decision making as a man. You literally start having less and less respect for women because you can just find them online for zero work. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to talk to them, you don't have to turn on your confidence game or your charisma or social game. None of these things are needed for you to just go there, open your phone, open your laptop, and watch those things. You have to understand that to be in a fulfilled relationship with women, you cannot be constantly watching adult movies, because then you're just gonna skew your perception about them. You're not gonna be able to see them as partners, as people who can support you, as people who can help you in your journey, but otherwise you're just gonna objectify and see them as intimate figures. Now what it does is pretty interesting. Let's just imagine that you have this girl that you fancy, or you have a girl that you like in the college, in your school. Instead of going up there and talking to her human to human, talking about interests, talking about common things that you share, instead of that, you start objectifying them or that girl as an intimate figure. Basically, you just like couple of steps over yourself, and then you just think about the intimate part. That just basically makes you awkward. You're not able to sustain the conversation. You're not able to think clearly about, okay, should I do this? Should I talk to her? Should I not talk to her? What should I do? What type of decision should I make? Instead of that, all you're thinking about is just like this intimate part. And that just like takes away the power over you. I'm not saying that you have power over other people, but I'm saying that you do have some power over yourself. And when you do watch adult movies all the time, really F's up with your perception about women, and you're less and less able to talk to them confidently and charismatically. Reason number two why you should get on NoFap right now, right here, is that it messes with your libido. Now, this is a very scary place to be. You don't want that, I don't want that, nobody wants that. But if you're thinking that, well, that situation is not gonna happen to me, I don't think so. Because statistically, our testosterone has been dropping significantly for the last 50 years. We are only half the men our granddads were, which basically means that not only your testosterone, your any type of drive or motivation, but your intimate organs are also gonna be less capable, less able, and watching adult movies leads you to having an ED, which is erectile dysfunction. It's not a good place to be. We all know that, and we have to be able to avoid that. One of the most interesting things that I heard recently was Jordan Peterson, I'm quoting him, he said that nowadays any guy, any person can see more women in 15 minutes than the ancient richest kings could see in their lifetimes. Now let that sink in. Just imagine that. You can go online and scroll and you can just see all of these women, which is a very accessible thing for you to do. But then if you think about it, okay, well, somebody has lived 70 years and he's only seen like a few women, and now you can have an infinite option. Now, do you think that should be a normal thing for us to do? Do you think it's okay for us to have this much options moments when we haven't put in any work, when we haven't really talked to anyone. We can just open it up and then watch everything. Essentially what it means is it leads you to overstimulating your brain and your brain not being interested in normal conversations with other people anymore. And your brain is like, okay, well, I'm getting stressed, let's watch this. Or I have problems, I need a quick, cheap solution, let's watch adult content. When you are already on a surplus of adult content, you simply are not interested about usual human-to-human interactions. That leads to you not being on top of your intimate game. Number 3, why you should get on NoFap is adult content makes you satisfied for no reason. Ladies and gentlemen, SE actual energy is a very strong one. You cannot just keep it down there. You cannot just shove it down there and expect it to go away by itself. Like, you have to do something with it. You have to either divert it into your craft, into your business, your fitness, but you cannot just splash and waste this energy just by watching adult content and videos. If you just waste your energy every opportunity that you get, guess what's gonna happen? You will have an empty tank pretty soon. Imagine if you did, like, I don't know, you indulge in this thing a few times a day, and then after that I'm pretty sure you have zero motivation, you have no drive whatsoever, and I'm pretty sure you might get depressed too, because those are the symptoms of you being really hijacked on high dopamine activity. It just gives you this instant urge or instant gratification, and you are just basically a couch potato which has no desire, plan, or no discipline at the moment. Instead of just spreading and wasting this energy, try diverting that energy into other areas. Try SE actually transmutating that energy, which means you can put it into working out, you can put it into building the body that you want, you can put it into anything that you want, but just don't waste it. Don't put this energy into something that has absolutely zero value. Excel at your studies, excel at your work, excel at your craft, business, workout, but don't waste it, because the chances are you're gonna be satisfied for no reason, and the simple things which actually matter in your life, like getting shit done or working out, those things are not gonna be interesting for you because you are satisfied already for no reason. And number 4, why you should get on NoFap is that you have to understand that watching adult movies is just fake, cheap, accessible dopamine. Whenever you get something for free, I urge you to question. Do not get anything for free or easily, because there's gonna be a catch. And the catch, like, you might say, okay, well, watching adult content is completely free. Is it though? Is it actually free? Yes, it is free in terms of financially, right? You can just go there, watch it, nothing's gonna happen. But if you think about it, your energy, self-esteem, and your confidence about yourself, are you really gonna think about yourself as a high-value, aspiring businessman, successful, whatever guy? Or are you gonna think of yourself as a loser? I'm not trying to get here like too critical and too harsh here, right? But I'm just trying to make you question yourself whenever you want to do this type of things. And I do to myself too. Whenever I'm getting this type of urges, I'm like, okay, well, do you want to excel in every area, or do you want to give up whenever you have any type of instant urges or instant gratification? This can be one of the biggest lessons you can learn as a young adult nowadays, because nowadays it's the information overload. You don't have to do anything because the knowledge is there, information is there. What you have to do is just you have to sort out what's important and what's not. Watching adult movies and adult content in general is definitely not one of the things you want to be doing, because they just give you free, cheap dopamine, which will not make you a better person, which will not make you quit your comfort zone, which will not make you push yourself and become the best version of yourself. These are my 4 reasons why you should get on NoFap today, right now, right here. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you like the content overall. It helps with the algorithm, and I'll see you in the next one.